I think we're starting, Uncle Albert. We're so starting. Go. What a
Uncle
rough,
Albert.
bad joke to start with. Yeah.
Well,
buddy,
I think it's so bad it's kind of hip. I'm going to go with that. Yeah.
I'm dark again because I'm wearing black, but that's okay.
You have a little bit of blue. Otherwise, yeah, you'd be. Yeah. If you painted that wall black and wore that, you'd be a floating head, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I will paint it different color. I look fucking awesome. It was my own brightness is down. People like to see this BTS.
Yeah, the whole light thing is interesting. You know, sometimes too much light ain't good.
Yeah, yours looks really good, but you have the window right there, and it's too bright for me to stare into a window. I think just so the people at home know all my ailments.
Newsflash! Finally got curtains.
Whoa!
So the curtains are now. I know this is a multi-million-dollar. Well, actually, we're the comedy podcast of the year, but technically we're just sort of DIY. But I have a curtain that it's darker in here than normal.
Holy shit! I didn't get CC'd on this. So you bought curtains in the last week?
No, my wife had to order them from France. They took 6 months. I don't know what it is. So when I would take a nap, I'd have bright sun right on my face. I'm trying to snooze. Now it's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, honey.
Oh, I went farther than that, but I do have drapes. Different word for curtains.
Drapes are good. Okay, here's a little insert on drapes.
Yeah.
One of the first regular comedians I ever saw, Mark Miller. I'm just going to little comedy clubs. I didn't know unknown comics. I didn't know anything about anything. His killer line was, sometimes I wonder where the custom of urinating on drapes came from. Something like that. I thought, God, that's brilliant. Czechoslovakia. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's funny. I did comedy in Magic Club last night to prep for Boston and what is it in New Jersey, Heather? The name Evanston, maybe? Oh, she doesn't know.
Let's promote those gigs.
I've got those my next ones.
I want them to go clean.
I got clean. I got Omaha. Des Moines is almost full. Low ticket warning.
Get him while you can. You are hot. I'm just going to say it after landing for sure we have confirmation, the most popular single moment of 50 years of Saturday Night Live, the special. We have confirmation from 3 or 4 different guests that saying, so at this point, it's a known fact that for the 50th year, it wasn't Lauren's show, it wasn't, John Mulaney, all the superstars, Steve Martin. It was our own David Spade from the bleachers, spontaneously saying,
yeah, I got a feel for it.
It's kind of an honor in a way. I mean, we already got Comedy Podcast of the Year from iHeart, and now we've got the #1 line spoken.
Oh, yeah. No, I'd like to hear that from the guests. That always feels good because when you go all the way out there and you want to hang out there, you just want anything, a line, anything. So I'm excited.
By the way, for those of you who missed those episodes, we don't bring it up. I certainly wouldn't out of envy and jealousy.
I would never bring it up.
We never bring it up. The guest brings it up, and then we talk about it for a half hour. But we've never brought it up except today because someone yesterday brought it up.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. And I will tell you, Heather says I'm going to Bergen, New Jersey. Bergen. Jeez, we can't even get it right at all. I thought it was called Evanston.
Performing Arts Center.
Oh, Bergen.
Are you going off market? I mean, are you going into where you're going to town now? You used to play Pittsburgh, Chicago, Miami, and now you're in Bergen, New Jersey. I mean,
no. You know what I haven't done in a while? Pittsburgh and Toronto, and those two are going to be on the list to get to because when I announce tour dates, all people do is say, "Why aren't you coming to this city?" Blah blah blah. But I've hit a lot of them. I just did Theo's podcast the other day. It's not on until May 6th because that's when the Amazon special is. So it's going to coordinate with that. But we laugh. God, what was I going to say about that podcast? We laughed a lot. He gives you high praise, of course, always. Dana gets it from all sides.
He is a really good person. I'll
just
a nice say that
dude,
from personal experience.
Yeah. And he's running around LA now. So we're editing that. My week, I did one Corpy and Dana and I, if you don't know, we voice text each other every day, a bunch of dumb stuff. We actually try to put work into this podcast. It does not seem like it, but we do.
It's possible, because I never erase anything, that we would eventually release all of our walkie-talkie chats. Because when people in the room, like my wife and stuff, or my son, they hear them, they just think they're so funny because we're just really being real.
Right, because we don't care at all. And
we don't care at all. We're just trashing the humanity.
Humanity.
Humanity is in the crosshairs.
Yeah. The funny thing on my corporate was, I think it was of course I didn't understand it, these big companies. Heather, was it the bank branding? Oh gosh, just know one thing. The branding banks of America, whatever. Something with banks, 2,000 people in Las Vegas, a lot of fun. Those things where the CEO wants to say hi, all this stuff. All those things that if they're not in your deal, you just do them. And people at home should know, there's a lot of performers that are real sticklers about that. Like, hey, the CEO has his kid here. He wants to say hi. No, that wasn't part of it. You don't want to just walk in and let the boss who's paying you be nice to him for a second while you eat some cantaloupe squares from your green room.
Some
rider. Yeah. So anyway, by the way, that guy was cool. His kid was nice. And we had a good show. Supposed to do an hour. Hour is a bit heavy for these things, but they pay you, they want their money's worth.
I would say they don't know sometimes, like you be able to tell if it's been a long conference. Oh, I always say, when did they get up? Well, they got up at 6 a.m. How long have they been in meetings? 9 hours. When was is there an open bar? Yes. When did the open bar start? At 5. When do I go on? 10. Midnight. I think you're going to want a 35 at that point.
Yeah. It's fun to see me. Then after a while, they go, fuck this dude. Let's get back. They want to go party in Vegas or something. Or sometimes you're a surprise, which is even funnier because they all start to get up from their meeting and they go, hold on. They go, oh, what? And they go, we've got a guest. They're like, oh, come on. We just finished. But anyway, did it. A lot of fun. And at 4:00 in the afternoon. That's a rare one.
I love that. What I hate is 10. I'm doing a private party where I found out that I follow
kid's birthday.
A heavy metal rock band for an hour, and then I go up and they want me to do 50. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed Skullfuck. Now here is Dan Garney.
They're going to have all the flashing light.
Yeah. Please put the fireworks out. Thank you for enjoying Twisted Pussy. Here we go. We've got one more quick performer. He's going to do an hour 10.
Yeah. Fuck you. They're ordering drinks, doing blow, and then I come out. Well, isn't that special?
Hey.
And I get a standing on just that
Who
one
has
line.
a green car? You know what's funny? I'll tell you this. Last night at Comedy Magic, because there's a lot of people do crowd work.
Was there magic?
No magic last night. And it's funny because they always usually have a magician. I think because I had Bobby and Jeff Cesario.
All right. So no magic.
No magic.
So
Jeff.
The crowd's in a bad mood already.
The crowds, they if you do crowd work, one funny trick that comics do, have you ever seen this maneuver? Like they go, hey, how many kids you have? And they go, 2. They say some normal answer. And then the guy goes, oh, and he has no joke. So he goes, the other night, this lady said she had 9. And I was like, blah, blah. And he says a joke. And I'm like, are you referring to another night when you said an ad lib that was funny in that scenario and repeating it? And they're like, yeah.
It's called the pivot. It's like,
it's a good pivot,
go back
right?
2 weeks where I had a better ad lib. Off the top of your head, how many kids you got? 2. What would be the most reasonable ad lib that you get a laugh on? Just that. It's not a great setup.
Well, I think I would, if you're a good crowd work guy, you go, what is the most common answer? And I'll think of a joke ahead of time.
Well, I have one.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'm here. Yours.
How many kids you got? 2.
2.
So your husband enjoyed his vasectomy? Fuck. So you got your tubes tied. Yeah.
So you got one from each nut. I guess you're done.
So I didn't get my tubes tied. All right, fire 3. So.
Okay, what if I have 4 kids?
4 kids. Okay, you're 1 shy of a basketball team. So I say, get frisky.
You've got a full game of pickleball.
We have 7 kids.
Doubles.
We have 7 kids. David Spade. What's your line?
What team in the NBA are you on?
We have 7 kids. What are you, fucking nuts?
Yeah. Dude, this guy is jizzing, folks, and it's landing.
This guy's
bullseye.
This guy is the Arnold Schwarzenegger of sperm. Yeah, I find my way to the egg. It's not a problem for me. Here we go swimming through the water.
This guy got 7 Yahtzees. Okay.
But the good one is you go with a couple and they're not married. They're just dating the first
and it's
date.
awkward laughs.
Awkward laughs. And what do you do for a living? I'm a student. Oh, so you're unemployed or, so you're broke. There's but the best.
Or you say, go ahead.
No, we said this before, but it is illustrative. We're on this topic. The most popular put down in the 80s versus the most popular put down in the last 5 years. Most popular put down in the 80s, someone heckles you. Hey, man, I don't come to Jack in the Box when you're working. Huge laugh. Today, I don't come to your job and slap the dick out of your mouth.
While
That's
you're working.
the difference in the culture.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be, I don't come to McDonald's and knock the broom out of your hand. While you're
I had never heard that one.
You never heard that? That was what I used to hear.
I don't come to McDonald's and swack a milkshake out of your mouth.
I don't pull you away from the milkshake machine.
Well, do you ever have a bid on how many hamburgers they sold? Because there were a lot of people doing that.
Oh, it was 1 billion for a while. They used to announce it on the out front.
I think they went, 100 million, and they got to 1 billion. And I think eventually they just go billions and billions.
No, and then they said, we've sold a shitload. Believe us. Believe me. Trust me.
The golden arches are actually made of diamonds. Yeah.
Well, I know we're going to talk about topics, but I don't think the topic of the movie news about the rumor of The Bodyguard, I don't think we're going to talk about that. But I heard that, and I was going to ask you, if the movie The Bodyguard, you've heard of it.
I know a lot about
Whitney Houston.
I worked the director who directed The Bodyguard.
Oh, that's right.
Slate, Mick Jackson. So I know a lot about The Bodyguard.
Okay. So what would you say if you heard it was going to be Taylor Swift in a remake?
For the
That's
remake?
not a bad pick. Yeah. Super famous.
I got a feeling my blink on that is that she would actually be a really good actress and she'd be good in it.
Because Whitney wasn't an actress, was she?
No, but Costner is extremely talented and really smart, and I think that he made her. So he was, the de facto co-director. He's Costner. He directed Dances with Wolves, and I think he made her good. I mean, if you're on a movie where the director shits on you, or there's 3,000 takes, but if you're with Costner and goes, no, just do this. I mean, she was great in that movie.
Or he's trying to make himself look good and you look bad. A lot of, there's people if they're starring and directing. You never know what you're getting. But
yeah, if we were in a movie together, I'd be your Costner and you'd be the Whitney Houston. I'd be like, David, I'll just look, I talk like this, just natural. You don't have to push, and you would be great.
And you'd carry me out of every scene. I accept it. I go, yeah, thank you. It's more fun to go with it. Yeah.
Sneaky condescension.
Yeah. You'd be like, David, the reason I have all the jokes in the scene, it's just too hard to explain. Let's just do it.
Well, let's fantasize for a second. What would be the 2 best leads for Remake of The Bodyguard, man and woman?
Okay, so if it's Taylor Swift, which I heard the rumor, and the rumor was the director of her Eras tour, which I don't know if that's a smart idea, but there's probably better directors for a story. Maybe Michael B. Jordan.
He's cool.
Maybe Ryan Gosling.
Chris Pratt and Katy Perry, done.
Wait, you're switching it. Okay. Katy Perry, but she's still shaking from her space trip.
I'm going to do I'm going to talk about the spaceship in a minute.
Okay, we're almost there.
I worked on it for 7 hours.
It's so fucking great.
It's so fantastic.
Okay, well, we'll hurry up through The Bodyguard so we can talk about it.
I heard... Should we finish have we finished The Bodyguard?
Yeah, we got it. We just cast it. It's done.
Yeah. Well, Ryan Gosling's not a bad choice. That guy's great.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead.
So this has been trending a little long. we're just going to put it to rest here. But
We're at the tail end of it.
I
That's
heard
fine.
a rumor. It's gotten so big, the idea that a lot of it was faked. A lot of people
I
feel
heard
it
that,
wasn't
yeah.
quite real. Who was really in the spaceship? So I heard a rumor that they're going to have a Senate committee investigate it. Now,
Oh, wow. Okay, here we
you, Miss Gail King. Now, you and some folks supposedly went
Yes.
on a spaceship. Is that correct?
Yes, we did.
Uh-huh. And you were afraid of going on that spaceship, weren't you, Miss King?
Sure, a little bit.
Now, your best friend is Oprah Winfrey. Is that correct?
She's my, friend in quotes,
Now,
yeah.
she tweeted, and by the way, I have no bee in my bonnet over this. I don't have an apple up my tush. I'm just trying to get to the essence here.
Thank you.
Now, your best friend
The essence.
tweeted a week ago Tuesday that my friend Gail King is going into space. Wink, wink. What are you supposed to mean by that? Her words, not mine. Wink, wink. You didn't go into space, did you? Order. You never were in that spaceship, were you?
Did you say order?
You never went up there. It was all
Oh,
fake.
people are yelling?
You
Hey,
had a
come
double.
on.
This committee. My time's
This
up.
committee, sir, Mr. Kennedy.
I'm
you
sorry,
can.
my time's up. I didn't mean to disturb you. Okay, and scene. Patrick can jump cut that.
That's good. Maybe the wink is more like she's your girlfriend, right? But you're like,
Well, why
the
would she
friend
say
that's a
she's
girl.
going up to space and wink, wink? She's my girlfriend.
Why did she really say that? I don't know.
I made everything up?
Oh, I like it.
But there was a fake hand, and
I will say that the whole idea sounded like everyone was, not coked up, but it sounds like an idea that you would do in college and you're wasted and you go, hey, Jeff, do we still have that old spaceship in the backyard? And he's like, yeah, why? Well, we should brush the cobwebs off. Could it get a couple 100 feet in the air? I'm sure it could. Let's make a national story out of it.
well, here's how it happened, David.
Okay, let me know.
All right.
I don't know how it happened.
Now, sleight of hand. They're getting ready. They're going. They got their jumpsuits on, this and that. Now, one by one, looks like they're going on, but they're actually ducking around. There's a trap door. They
Oh, okay.
go safely underground, and they're like 100 yards away in the tunnel. They have the dummies are put up. They're popped up by remote.
Okay.
They have a little anti-gravity thing in their little thing that they get in, but they never go up into outer space. That's the
they
that's
dug
their other
one.
shot. There's a little TV studio.
Maybe they filmed it first. They filmed
and
their
they inserted
anti-gravity
it. That's
stuff.
better too.
Yeah.
But there's no way, and they went in outer space.
Oh wow! Well, they weren't. Were they not supposed to go? They're not going to the Van Allen belt, the one I couldn't remember the other day.
wink, wink. Now
Yeah,
you're doing
I
it.
know it now, motherfucker.
But here's the thing. Now, the first people that went on that rocket, I'm doing Kennedy again,
yeah,
probably
it's okay.
were a little more serious because when they do rockets, the first 10 usually blow up. And then they had 5 successful ones. Let's put a dude in it or a woman. So by the time they went up, it was kind of like party time. And then everyone shit on them, but it was just gals having fun.
I do have to say, I have 2 things to say.
I wanna
and
hear
they're both
both.
very important. One is, I know it's girl power, and they say women went up, but at a certain point, if we're all supposed to be equal, just say 5 people went up. We always separate people, and it should be just like, hey, they're good, they're smart, they can get up there. Like, that's fun. I don't think they should consider it such a victory. Like, we did what the boys did, because there are female astronauts.
Absolutely.
And also, when Elon saved those people, no one cared about that. And even the female astronaut that was up there for 9 months got about 2 seconds of airtime. No one gave a fat fuck about her because she wasn't a model, but she did do a lot and she did go through a lot. That's a really interesting
gravity
story.
The hell out of you.
And she was up there banging around that tin can. So she's a very interesting woman that should get some award for something. But listen, these women went up, had fun. I don't even know how it started or why it started, but it was a really, really big story. If not only on TikTok.
It visited us on the podcast because
Yes.
Carol Leifer was doing a show. Okay, so it's 3 women, and and then all of a sudden they go, "Ladies Comedy Night Out" or whatever the name But if you, me, and Theo go out and do a stand-up, they go, boys' night out. Here they go.
Yeah, right.
You know why? But more than half the population is women. So if
Mhm.
you want to change it, let's not. People went in.
Yeah, they're doing a lot. And the jokes were so pretty funny. That's why we're at the tail end of it. But some of the stuff I heard on just reading and Instagram, everyone was clowning on it. And then they're getting clowned on for clowning on it.
Yeah,
It's all
funny.
hysterical.
It-
It's all hysterical.
It was mild amusement for the culture in the tumultuous times we will
Sure.
perennially live in. So anyway,
It was nothing serious. It happened. Dana, I'm a little bit of a spendy Susie, if you know what I mean.
a boozy Susie and a spendy Susie.
Yeah, I'm more of a boozy Susie, but
Yeah, you are a spendy spender. Yeah.
And a lot of our listeners are nice enough to write in and say, you look like you drank a lot and slept on your face. But that's just constructive criticism.
Well, it's very concise, and you don't really drink very much. I'll tell the
No.
fans, but
Just puffy. This
Just
is where
puffy.
Klarna comes in.
Mhm.
Klarna is your everyday smarter spending partner, which is what a lot of people need. A lot of my
Yeah.
friends definitely need it.
Mhm.
It allows you to make smarter decisions with your money.
Mhm.
And it's sometimes good to have a partner like that.
And I'll say it again, Klarna, which I assume is Swedish. Klarna is your smarter everyday spending partner.
Shoppers can use Klarna's Pay in 4 product to split their purchase into 4 interest-free payments.
That's right. Here's some key takeaways. Listen up, brother. Klarna offers a pay in 4 product where you don't have to pay interest. I think that's a good thing.
You can pay with Klarna at merchant checkout, in the Klarna app, or with the Klarna card.
You can also compare prices at your favorite stores and earn cash back when you shop in the app.
They're making it effortless for in-app shoppers to get more value from every purchase. So
Mhm.
choose Klarna at your favorite retailers or shop now at Klarna.com. CA resident loans made or arranged pursuant to a California finance law license. NMLS number 1353190.
Klarna, balance account required. Klarna may get a commission. Limitations, terms, and conditions apply.
That's right, they do.
I'm just gonna say it. It's a Klarna summer. You know, randomly sometimes people ask for your driver's license.
Mhm.
And so I'd like to see ID, please. Either they have to scan it or something, whatever. And then I'm a senior and I'm trying to find my license, and I feel like
Senior.
such a fucking early onset demented idiot. I'm going, it was in here, and it's like a card trick. It's between 2 credit cards, and I put all the cards out. It's like the Amazing Kreskin. Like, where the fuck is my driver? And they're looking at me like, you fucking old
You're like that
fogey.
magician Ronnie J or somebody,
Yeah.
where so it's like a card trick. They go, you like, it is in my wallet.
Mhm.
And then you pull out a bunch of cards. It's going to be
Yeah.
one of these, and you lay them out. Then you start flipping them over. Is that my wallet? No, that's not. That's my Montgomery Ward's credit card.
Yeah, exactly. And they really want the license.
Here's my Discover card. What else? Here's my gym membership from Nautilus.
Do you have a shtick? This is what I do every time I hand a credit card to someone.
Oh, yeah.
I just found it in the parking lot, and I really hope it goes through. And then I kiss it.
Oh, no.
And
I have worse
They laugh
shtick.
so hard. Do you have something?
I have when the check comes and you go
Mm-hmm.
like this. Okay, great. Who ordered the couch? That's when it's high. Got nothing from Heather on that one. That's funny though.
That's a good one. I like that. Yeah.
No, and then I go like this. Oh, do you have financial aid? And then I go like this. Do you guys have a layaway?
Okay.
Can I do a layaway on this crab cake? Oh, I
Hey.
did hear this. What's your name?
Dana?
Dana? That at Coachella,
Oh yeah.
that it's getting so expensive in the whole world that this is something they're doing. Obviously, it's an expensive world. I don't know if it's a great idea to do not layaway, but payments for concerts now.
So it's that.
So you can
deal.
spend like $49 to get a great pass to Coachella, but you have to pay it off. Oh, here comes Heather. Oh no, Fire Festival 2 is postponed. Who would
Oh,
ever see that coming?
let me just make a note. I'm going to have to call.
Yeah. Boy, when you going to tell Paula?
I'm going to call Warren Grant after this.
Call our business manager and say, "Hey, I bought the $1 million pup tent for that one. Can you just tell him to send it back to me on Venmo?" Bzz, bzz.
I think sometimes human beings like things being expensive because it seems like it's got to be better. Like,
Yeah,
it's a
for sure.
$200 steak. Oh, it's got to be good. And guess
Oh,
what?
everybody.
Not so good.
Yeah, I've had some ratty shit.
Yeah. Rat infested, fatty. Gristle is one of the worst words in the English
It's
language.
sickening.
Gristle.
What about when you get? I don't like Wagyu. When they go, it's the fatty meat. Don't want to say the word fatty. Is that your sales pitch? Where you go, tuna toro, it's the more fattier one. Sick. Get lost.
I know, as if it's more flavorful.
Sick.
You know?
Who wants
Yeah.
fat?
No, I don't want fat. My dad would always make us eat steak. He would buy the cheapest steak you could ever get and put it in a freezer in the garage. And then you'd get it. And it was just gristle and bone with a tiny bit of meat on it. Oh, Jesus Christ, get the gristle. Same thing with the Caro syrup. We couldn't afford maple syrups. We got this white see-through syrup, Caro. And
What's
the
that
ants
shit?
loved it. It was so sweet.
The
There'd be ants
ants.
all over it and inside of it. And he goes, I go, God, there's ants in this. He goes, oh, Jesus Christ, it's protein. These are quotes.
Yeah, I
thought it
believe
was
it for
funny.
sure. Yeah, I also ants get too high on it. They're like, what the fuck? They're not ready for it.
Yeah, even the ants are just
Even
flat. But
yeah,
my
they're like
dad would
this.
do this. He'd get up Sunday morning. He'd put so much oil in this big pan, considered himself this great chef. He'd
Doesn't
have
know
a
anything.
pancake batter. He'd make the pancakes and they'd just be bubbling with oil.
On the oil?
Yeah, on the oil. So the first 3 or 4 batches he would call Krispies because the oil would just harden and bubble over. And he got me a huge stack. I'm like 6 years old. He goes, oh, Jesus Christ, Dane loves the Krispies, which I didn't. So I ate the Krispies and then I threw up.
Trying to make dad happy. So horrible. So sad. Let's go back to Coachella because Coachella was a big deal. It's also this weekend.
Is that
What, do we
your
have any-
idea of having a good? How many outhouses would there be?
I heard it was Outhouse Light because I saw a city council meeting yesterday. What am I watching? Where the guy was like, and it was some old women going like this, you really did us dirty. And he's like, he's from like, what's it called? Golden Voice, whatever, does all these Live Nation. He's like, hey man, couple of fucking blips, you know? And they're like, yeah, it was 12 hours of traffic they were stuck in. People ran out of gas. Yeah, we got some bugs, some hiccups. They always reduce it to nothing. There's no bad. She goes, there's no facilities. And he's like, I know.
Is this a local woman?
Yeah, she's in Palm Springs, and she's saying,
she's
"You've
21 years
ruined
old.
our town." No, she's about 300, and she's like going, "Oh, why you ruin our city with this shit?" It's like,
an infestation of hippies on our property.
do you know
and
the
they
tattoo
were
count?
defecating in the backyard.
They pooped on our barrel cactus. Yeah, there's people that the best move is to go to the Madison Club, that really killer Mike Meldman, place down there that has all the juicy houses. It's like a housing development. They have them all over the country, and they're just so kick-ass. And you're close to Coachella, so you can hear it. And what I'm hearing, Dana, and do not fucking repeat this,
No, I'm recording this.
is that these girls go down there, and of course they have the tra-la-la life. They get whatever. So some rich guy has the house. They go down. They stay at the house. Sometimes they don't even go to the concert. They just hear it and then just do their Molly and all their drugs at the house and get wasted and take a million pictures of themselves.
I love
The
everything.
life. I'm out there grinding.
Well, do people want to go there because it's hard to get in and it's really expensive and it's where the cool people are? Does anyone really have a good time at Coachella? Unless you have special passes,
I think they
special
do.
seats, helicopters. And by the way, I just got to say,
Yes.
I watched Benson Boone. Is that his name?
Mhm. Benson, the TV show?
No, Benson. Heather would know.
Yeah, I know.
Grammy Award
With the
winner.
jumper. Yeah.
So
He looks like he's from the 70s.
He looks like Burt Lancaster in the movie Trapeze. He's wearing like a trapeze onesie.
Yeah, I saw him, and he did a flip off the piano.
Well, no, and he's covering
Bohemian.
Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, and then singing the song and then doing triple flips off the piano over and over again and running and sprinting. And so I had to say I was entertained. I'm like, you're taking a circus performer, giving him a really good.
Yeah.
So he's tumbling, and he did a magic trick at the end. He had to pick a card, any card, as he finished. Nothing really matters. And he flipped the card and was like,
No, he did not, did he?
hmm?
Because first of all, let's start with he's good
I was
looking.
kidding.
Once you're good looking,
Well,
everything's easier after that.
Is he
can
good looking?
sing.
No,
Yeah,
he can sing.
Heather, is he?
Yeah.
He can sing. Picking Bohemian Rhapsody, the best part was bringing the real Brian May to play guitar, and no one gave a fat fuck. That was sad. Smattering of applause. People like, who's this old guy?
I was on a Zoom with Brian Mann a couple of years ago, and I said that Bohemian Rhapsody was a full-blown masterpiece of pop rock. And he's very humble about it. Oh, geez, thank you. But he had a little stroke. He's recovered. He comes out, giant mop of white hair, and he just nails it. And it reminds you how brilliant his solo is on that song. Is amazing. The song's amazing. But Benson Boone has pipes. I guess he's good looking. I don't get it, but no, I'm kidding. That's what you always
Brian May, the comments were like, who is that guy? He needs conditioner in his hair. And I was like, well, that's sort of being superficial for a superstar guitarist. It's probably voted one of the top 10 of all time.
I think he's might be underrated on those lists, but he's definitely known by everybody else as one of the greats. And, you know, everyone's forgotten, David.
I know. Every year that goes by.
What percentage of Coachella would know who Johnny Carson was? 0, 1, 2?
0 to 1%, yeah.
So that's all right, but they do know Queen because Queen has "We Are the Champions."
You know, Dana, no one asked me this, but I did do a
deep
video on YouTube for Funny or Die, clowning on Coachella about 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You were at the table.
And every year
that was funny.
Yeah, Charlotte McKinney comes in and we make fun of her for attending Coachella. I would post it, but you can't repost Funny or Die. So
is Funny or Die still around?
I don't know. Let's look at a clip. Is it around, Heather? Oh, they're on TikTok. They are, because they posted clips of it, like 1 minute clips of the whole thing's probably
it's
4
funny.
or 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. What's the next story? Or are we doing stories? Yeah. What's the next one?
The panel of 5 judges was ready to hear his case when he asked to play a video to make his case.
May it please the court. I come here today a humble pro se before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this, hold on. Is that counsel for the case?
What it turned into was possibly the shortest career ever in a courtroom, in part because what's on the bottom right of your screen isn't a real lawyer or even a real person, but an avatar created by artificial intelligence. The judge, learning of this, was not pleased.
I don't appreciate being misled.
This looks like the Palm Springs
How do we know
Council.
she's
The
not
panel
an
of
AI?
5 judges was
Yeah,
ready to
it's
hear his
true,
case
Dana.
when he asked to play
This
a
whole thing
video
is out
to
of
make
order.
his case.
How we know
May
this
it
isn't
please the
April
court.
Fool's joke?
So an AI lawyer looked like a clean-cut guy in a sweater. It
Looked like Dave Coulier on Full House.
Yeah. Dave Coulier look
Uncle
alike.
Joey.
And that's our future.
That's our future. I hate it. If we're not rat fucked between AI and April Fools, we can't win.
You know what we're going to do, and I'll announce it now because it'll take time to get it together, is we're going to have digital copies of ourselves, do Superfly.
Of us. Okay.
And the weird thing, it might be the best episode.
Oh, what if they're way funnier? What if they don't stare in the camera at their hair like I do? Okay, that was good though, Dane. I like that one.
There's other ones.
I could see saying, you know what I thought that was going to be? That the court was AI so they could decide if you're guilty or not just by facts with nothing else. You know what I mean? No personal opinion. Just this happened. Here you go. Or the law is this. Boom. That might happen.
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Who is this? The guy from The Office? No. Okay.
Man.
Speaking of which, this guy tattooed KRUD because you win $250,000 on a radio station. So
And-
he did it.
On his forehead, and it's huge.
Yeah. Now play it.
Tattooed the word KRUD on his forehead, hoping to win a $250,000 prize. But it turned out to be a thoughtless and insensitive April Fool's prank instead. In 2021, a popular radio station named KRUD ran a contest
Crud.
claiming that they would reward $250,000 to the first listener who tattooed the word KRUD on their forehead. Mr. Bell, hoping to support his financially struggling parents, jumped at the chance and got the tattoo, only to discover that it was all a hoax. So, surprisingly, the radio station had confirmed that the challenge was real when Mr. Bell phoned them just before getting the tattoo.
This is the problem.
Furious at being fooled into making such a life-changing decision.
Then he
What is
called
it?
ahead.
Mr. Bell sued the radio station for $510,000.
Oh, okay. So,
KRUD, however, claimed that it was entirely Mr. Bell's fault for not recognizing the obvious prank, and that the competition's terms and conditions clearly stated it was an April Fool's prank. Despite their arguments, the
Nope.
judge ruled in favor of Mr. Bell, and he was awarded the $510,000 compensation for the prank.
wow.
I agree.
I know, but if you watch it, he takes out just a wet rag and just wipes it off.
Oh, and he does it back
Do a
to him.
temporary tat. Jeez.
Get 510 grand.
510 grand.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. Do we
Nice
have
money
one
if you
with
can get
the bully, Greg?
Oh yeah, the bully's good.
The-
There's yeah. This one has a surprise ending.
All right. This is everyone's nightmare in school.
This is Spade getting bullied.
Yeah.
No, actually, I do hate bullies, but go ahead. I'll just say that.
Yeah. This is self-explanatory, but it's that guy.
So I guess he's bullying his
He's
kid.
probably a teacher or something.
Wanna fucking pick on some more kids?
I think he's a dad.
You wanna pick on some more kids? You think it's fucking funny? You think it's funny?
Looks like Jason
The
Kelsey.
way that guy walks. Jeez. What's our world coming to?
Dude, no offense, I would beat the shit out of every kid at that school.
Do you think that was a dad, a lumbering dad?
I think it was a dad that his kid got bullied and he went in to stick up for his kid.
Okay, you want to do that? It's kind of chilling.
Now I
'cause
make you
we've all
feel
heard-
bad. Now I make you feel bad for him.
Yeah, and then the bravery and the shenanigans of pantsing a hulking, angry adult, but they sprinted
But
away.
they know he can't beat him up.
and then
so
he can't move. I mean, the way he walked is he waddled. So I mean,
He's a
they
little
were-
stiff. He played a couple years in
Yeah.
JV football.
Mm-hmm. But
Mhm.
a lot of
Anyway, I don't know if
interesting
I
stuff.
love seeing his nutsack.
No, that was the humiliating part. Maybe we can cut it out.
That was like a scene in Me and Grown Ups when they made me walk up the stairs. Okay, so no, it's funny if they'll let us. It's fun. It's the funny part. Look at this.
It's just a
Nike
lot of stuff's
swoosh.
happening that you don't
All right.
see, David.
You know what, Dana? You look, but you don't see. You hear, but you don't listen.
You live in David world. Quick impression of you. I'm going to Coy. I'm going to have fun. I'm playing this city. And all the while, this life is going on outside your little Spade bubble.
You know what's funny about Coy is on Theo's. He's like, remember we ran into Jellyfish or whatever that guy's name is?
Jelly
Roll?"
bean.
And he goes, Jelly Bean. And he goes, yeah, we were at Coy. And I'm like, of course we were at Coy. How funny we were at Coy.
We go other places.
Every story comes into Coy. You and I don't go to Coy enough, and I'm sad.
It's good.
We
they
have fun there.
Yes, because I like it. It's nice and cool. The music's very benign. It's
Yeah.
dark and it feels very
You can sit out
serene.
back now. It's even quieter.
Yeah.
All right, next story.
Mhm.
All right. KTLA, which I listen to sometimes, they accidentally post the N-word. I'm not laughing.
On X.
On-
Technical
on
error?
Twitter.
Come on.
What?
Who's
What
vetting this?
on God's green earth?
Yeah.
They said, here's what they said. I think, because this is a story from LA.
Okay.
They just put that word and tweeted it out.
Okay.
But I think they said, oh, we were trying to put the words to block. You know, Heather, you had to block stuff on my Instagram once.
Oh,
That's in settings. Post is in posting.
Oh yeah, this is posting, not settings. Yeah, so it's a little flimsy. We're hearing from the audience,
Anything can happen.
but yeah. Either way, run from this. Just please hope the world keeps moving because
are we
I
going to
don't even
see
know what you
something
say.
taught? Or that was
Well,
it?
it's hard. You
Headline.
get it. They
I
just
get
put
it.
a tweet out that just said that word, and they were like, like, hey, everybody. And everyone's like, huh? A news station. And they're like, pushed wrong keys.
Yeah.
Sent mistake, please.
Yeah, they had one guy, and he has had a private room. His only thing was to vet the articles. Yeah, well, I missed it. Was thought I was had a big lunch. Pepperonis were make me temporarily blind when I press the send button.
Temporary insanity.
No, it's perfectly right.
No.
I should have, but I don't.
She's a beautiful. Okay, that's a story. Next one.
Oh, okay.
You went into Owen Wilson just
Well,
now.
I was going to do on Wilson shaming the guy. You got to be better with that, man. You can't do that. You got to tell him not to put out words like that.
Did you know we talked about Jack Black, who's on the show, who's not on?
He'll be on the show.
I think it's
May
next
2026.
No, 2025. He'll be on in like a week, but
Yeah, I'll be on in a week. He can't wait.
But we were joking about how people go crazy when the chicken jockey comes out, and I told you this is real.
Mhm.
This is a real one, Heather. When the chicken jockey comes out, they used to throw popcorn.
Okay,
And
when the chicken jockey comes out.
Look what they're doing, Heather.
What is
They're lighting fireworks
fireworks in a theater?
in the theater.
Wow. And they're raining down on them?
Yeah, they're now
So
everything's
people
on fire.
are panicked and running, screaming?
And there's some part of the movie where it makes everyone go crazy, and now it's a joke. They all do it, like Rocky Horror, but they're taking it too far.
Oh, you're saying this is Minecraft.
Yeah.
Oh, and a certain part, everyone comes in and lights on fireworks.
No, at a certain point, everyone would throw popcorn,
They would do that, but then this
and
is
then
the
a week
escalation.
later, it's escalated to someone brought a live chicken in, and then people on each other's shoulders. Then they started throwing fireworks.
When they see
They
the
just-
chicken, they throw
Yeah, just like,
fireworks.
here's our time to go nuts. And the police came in when we talked to Jack. It had just started at a place. We're like, hey, guys, don't go throw stuff. And now, oh, Heather only heard the word chicken. Oh, the
Well,
word chicken got out of the coop and had fun?
Chicken got out of the coop. Yeah, there's a lot to unpack. I will say this is that the movie's a smash, but when we talked with Jack, he was just hoping it would get to 700 million. I think it's getting very close to that already. It's only been out 2 weekends. So I told him it'll do $1 billion. And if it does, I'll try to find him, get up in his grill a little bit.
Mm.
May
Well,
7th, he'll be on our show.
I think the no, what I think was I thought.
Are you all right?
No, I forgot my train of thought because you said May 7th. And I was like,
just
"Oh,
said
shit."
many strokes are not conducive to
No.
talk show fodder.
Oh, I was saying this sort of controversy helps a movie a lot because every dopey kid goes, oh, we got to go see this and see what people will do. Actually, I'm going to bring a handful of rocks. And then it escalates. So they can get on video and film it and post it and be like, I was at that one.
Well,
Look
the
what I
only
did.
thing is follows. Fireworks fly around, and fireworks can land in someone's eye, and fireworks could blind someone in the theater, and then
Yes,
the chain
Gramps.
has $1 billion lawsuit.
I know. So the movie makes a lot. The theaters bum out.
They might sue the movie too. No.
Yeah, right. I'm sure
Company.
he doesn't want this much chaos. Okay.
I'm a grumpy old man, and I don't like fireworks in a movie
Put 'em out.
theater. Pistol Pete. I'm trying to watch John Wayne.
My day, we used to put silly putty on the cartoons.
In my day, we didn't have movie theaters. We make a sock puppet and make our sister laugh while it rained outside.
We
That was
light
a
that on
feature.
fire. Yeah, that's a
Remember
feature
double-
film.
Did you ever go to a double feature? You go
Oh,
in
yeah.
at noon, you come out at 6 o'clock.
Oh, our drive-in.
Not a drive-in. Two matinees in the afternoon.
I did double feature in a drive-in, motherfucker. That's
Motherfucker,
like raw dogging.
I did all-night creature features.
Oh, I did not do
All
that.
night in the drive-in watching Edgar Allan Poe, Vincent Price, old-fashioned horror films till dawn, bitch.
My brother, they know I'm the scared one of the family, hence Dandelion. And they go, hey, come with us to see the Blood Farmers at midnight. And I was like, that's not a scary one. They're like, no. You think from the title I might have deduced that it was scary. It was so sickening. I had to walk out and walk home. At 12, Dana.
My friends and I,
This is why I'm fucked up.
which I probably said before, we go, oh, what's that? We're trying to see a movie, high school, but 16. What's that? X or who? Sisty what? We go in, we're in the third row. I've no idea.
Exorcist?
The original Exorcist.
Never.
Had no idea. And it really
Never.
disturbed me. And I was, I was flipped out for a long time after that.
I still haven't seen it. Yeah, it's too much. I swear I haven't seen it.
It's a brilliant film.
When they bring in the devil. You know what, Coachella, I have to say, and this sounds like a little bit of a pulp. Lady Gaga, who is great, I don't think they need this extra part where they're all adding this devil worshiping satanic rituals in their act. It's not just a quick thing. They do a whole thing. I just think I would walk out. I hate to say it. Maybe I'm alone. I don't know why they do it. I don't know why it's cool. And I don't know why. If worst case scenario, it's just corny at this point. Sam Smith, it's just so like heavy and weird and dark. Why? Now listen, we had AC/DC and they had like a picture of a devil and obviously in the background. We know it's out there. We just don't need it on the Jumbotron. You know what I mean? Of life. Like it's in the background every time. We're trying to get through life every day. Why that offends me? We don't know.
I mean, I pitched you and it was a terrible idea. We did this gig recently that you were going to be in a really realistic devil costume, like with big, long hands and nails. And then I was going to be dressed the church lady and we were going to have like a battle royale. And
right.
And you got in the costumes and you were like, I think he wants out. Heather unzipped it. You came out like,
I said, why am I on the bad team and you're on the good team? Yeah.
But yeah, they want a trend. They're not superstars because they're dumb. They know that that's going to go somewhere. Devil worship. Yeah. What's next though? Hardcore porn.
Right. Sacrifice. I mean, it is a slippery slope. I think so personally. I sound like a bit of a prude, but
call me old-fashioned.
Legit concern for the world.
Good music when I go to a music show.
Yeah, sorry. I paid my $3,800 to sit in the 50th row. I want a good show.
Well,
I've got my green wristband. I get to go to the nacho stand in the Tater Junction hut.
Let's do something, let's get a band that just does all the Monkees songs from the 60s and call it Coachella. And it's like 40 miles away. It costs like $2 to get in. Just make a mini Coachella. We could do a different, but Coachella is hard to compete with. It's a second weekend. They're going to do it. It's going to kill. Okay. What's the next story? Buskers. Mm-hmm.
What's a busker mean again?
Busker, is he selling stuff?
Oh, just a street musician?
Street performer.
Okay.
Yeah, trying to make money.
All right, let's see how good this guy is.
All right.
I'm from Norwich.
He's from Norwich.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you do drums.
Yeah.
Tell me if this sound. Is that him? That's him doing it.
Yeah, they're kind of invisible. It's just done by a computer.
No, he's doing his mouth.
I call it the world's only invisible drum kit.
Invisible drums.
So
Here we go.
bass drum on the floor.
That's pretty good, right?
The hi-hat to my left. The snare in the middle. The bongos are on the top like this.
Snares.
The floor toms.
He's doing a
DJ
beatbox.
deck.
That's good.
He's Michael Winslow.
Five different noises in this drum beat to begin warming up the voice.
Yeah. Hey. Motherfucker say, huh?
I'd like to know what he's got coming through that amp as far as helping out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
adding this sound.
I can do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's having a seizure.
A little bit faster this time. I'll make it a drum and bass beat.
Everyone's just walking by.
No one gives a shit. The song's not very catchy.
Up the bass.
All right. All right. I'm going to have to give
just
this guy
listen
the
to me
buzzer.
for 20 seconds. With
Yeah, let's
no
see if
end.
Dana can do it. Shit. It's a
That's
busk
with
off.
nothing.
Yeah. How about the hi-hat? I like when they grab it.
Yeah, you do sound effects. Okay, you do
No,
that.
I can't
and I'll
do
the
that.
other one. Just do the.
It's so boring.
It's so bad. It's so corny.
Why does everyone
I'm
hate
gonna
it?
get an
It's
amp
boring.
and
I'm
do this.
sorry.
Proper.
Hey, Danny, you want to be bored? This is what when people ask me how I slept, it's some people just do it to be nice. Hey, good morning. Hey, did you sleep good? Do not even stumble into that with me. I'll go into a whole soliloquy. I'm like, oh my God. At first, so I was so tired, first of all. And they're like, oh, are you giving a real answer? I'm like, mm-hmm. So then I'm laying there, then I'm tired, but then I realized I'm not even sleeping. And then I slept on my side. I try to sleep on my back, and then I heard a noise. Everyone's like this. Please end this. I go on forever. It's horrible.
Maybe you need. Do you wear a mask? Are you one of those people? You wear a mask.
I have a CPAC on my wiener. Yeah,
and that helps you sleep. Or
no, just makes a noise. It just feels good. I just look at Heather. You know, Heather, about a half hour ago, you were just staring, and then you like this, and I was like, was that for us or for something you're reading? Mm-hmm.
I think Heather was snoring. I think
she read something and then she. It was funny though. All right. Well, thanks everybody, and
thanks for listening.
We always appreciate it.
Or
and
watching.
We'll talk to you later. This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it.